As the 2024 presidential election heats up, the new RNC co-chair, Lara Trump, claims that the party is looking ahead and putting the past behind them. Take a look.
Is it going to be the position of the RNC in 2024 that the 2020 election was not fairly decided or that it was stolen somehow?
Well, I think we're past that. I think that's in the past. We learned a lot. Certainly, we took a lot of notes. Right now, we have 23 states that have 78 lawsuits in these states to ensure that it is harder to cheat and easier to vote. The past is the past, and unfortunately, we had to learn a couple of hard lessons in 2020. Believe me, we are taking those, we are applying them all across this country in every single state, and we want to ensure that indeed every single legal vote is counted.
She speaks out of both sides of her lips. Is that wrong of me?
But RNC job applicants are reportedly claiming that they were asked in their interviews if they believe that the election was stolen. Not to mention, you know who is still pushing this election fraud BS to this second. So what is going on? What is going on?
I mean, this is remarkable, and kudos to Josh Dawsey at the Washington Post for breaking this story. So yes, young people are going in and interviewing. They fired 60 staffers from the RNC, so now they're having to re-staff up with Trump loyalists, and they're being asked, was the election legitimately won? What they're trying to do is have loyalists who are willing to either lie or they're so uninformed that they think that it's true, run a major party committee. But I'd actually say the more dangerous thing is Trump is also doing this as he looks for people to be in his next administration. They're trying to screen people out. They're saying they want Tucker Carlson Republicans, not Ronald Reagan Republicans.
Oh, God.
And this just kind of made me sad because I worked in politics my whole life. I remember coming up working for very right-wing members during the Obama administration, and we'd go to battle in, over policies with the Obama administration. Then at the end of the day, the junior Obama staffers and the junior Republican staffers would get drinks and we'd be like, we disagree, but we believe in this country and we have different solutions on how to solve it.
Yeah.
That era is over. It is a zero-sum game that you have to demonize the other side. You have to believe lies in order to be part of this Trump world. And it's really, frankly, sad.
And it's bled into every part of our society and every institution. And we've talked about this. When I was at the Department of Justice, you didn't know who was a Republican or who was a Democrat, but you all hung out together and drank at Jaleos, in D.C. So it's just very odd to me. But the other thing that was strange to me is, this is and you would know the answer to this, I think. The RNC, just like the DNC, is a 527 not-for-profit tax-exempt corporation. And so because it gets public funding, it just seems to me like there are certain questions that you can't ask when you're interviewing. Well, you can't ask, are you pregnant? You can't ask, are you gay? You can't ask, are you intending to get pregnant?
But can you ask, is the election stolen?
I wonder if you can ask that. That's my point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure.
It's not discriminatory.
And you would think he'd be tired of getting charged with doing things.
Yeah,
but
it is kind of discriminatory.
But Lara Trump also. Yeah, I think it's kind of right.
Yeah.
I think it's a little discriminatory, but that's for other lawyers to figure out because I only play a lawyer on TV right now. So the other thing that Lara Trump said in an interview is that the RNC doesn't plan to pay his legal bills and maintain that donors, when they do donate, could opt out of contributing funds for that if they want to. But they're raising money together, the Trump campaign and the RNC, for his...
Looking at the RNC, President Donald Trump, when and portray Lara Trump, who is the son's wife, the third child, Eric's wife. According to the women in the View, he has always put the family members in his businesses and it did not work. So they don't know how this one is going to work out. They are not showing that Lara is going to do a good job. According to them, Lara Wijechi was being interviewed, and we heard as Lara was talking about the election that they don't focus on that election again because they know that they had made a lot of mistakes. 2020, the election was being stolen from them because of various mistakes. So they are trying not to make the same mistake, and they are working so hard on it. that it has been noticed that the RNC, like people are seeking for jobs, when you come, there's a question they'll ask you that do you think the election was being stolen in 2020? You have to give your own opinion of the answer. Of that answer, it depends how they're going to employ or not employ you. So according to Farah was saying that's a mistake that President Donald Trump is making asking that question. Many people are not going to show them real self. They are going to lie because they want this particular job, because they are afraid to say the truth. Obviously, if you say the truth, you're not going to be hired. So obviously, because they lie at enter that job, so they don't need to lie to keep that job. So there's not going to be any integrity. There's not going to be productivity because I'm not even their real self. So they came in with a lie, so they are scared to go out with a lie. So the women in the view was talking about President Donald Trump being, as Lara was talking about, they have to pay their legal bill. Paying that legal bill, people have to contribute money. So they take that from people's hard earning money. 72 million have been paid since from January. Sadly, according to the women of the view, that most of these people who help and pay that legal bill are regular people. Some of them give $5, $10. That is how that money was being able to up to that amount. So according to them, that's not fair. According to Jeremiah, Donald Trump has a golden boy toilet, so people are not going to contribute for him. No, that's when Sonny came and said, no, people have already voted. So but the women, they went out and said that somebody like Lara said, somebody like Sonny said when she used to work, you don't even know if anyone is Republican or Democrat. Your guy just flow. But according to Farah in the Obama regime, even if you know the Republican, you know the Democrat, no matter their disagreement, they still come together and eat together and be friends with each other. As the time have changes, because you can see that people are trying to demonize other parts in order to rise up. It wasn't like that in their own time. So obviously, the women in the view are saying that President Donald Trump in RNC, what they are trying to bring back like the old days time, that abortion was not, women were not allowed to abort their own children, and women's rights were being taken from them, and women had to depend on a man solely. So that's the type of regime that the RNC want to bring, which is not a good one. Then they went ahead and talked that they will prefer Tucker Carlson Republican rather than Ronald Reagan Republican. It's somehow complicated. Actually, overall, what do you really think? Do you really think that the RNC is doing the right thing, even by asking the job seekers such question? Or do you really, what do you think? Let me see your opinion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help subscribe and help share the video. God bless you.